What if everything you've been taught about what women want was wrong? What if the very foundation of how you've approached dating, relationships, and attraction was built on a lie? One that women themselves desperately want to keep alive. I'm not saying this to bash women. I'm saying this because once you understand the truth, you'll never look at relationships the same way again. You'll stop being confused by mixed signals. You'll stop being frustrated when words don't match actions. And you'll never again hand over your power without realizing it. The truth is simple, but it changes everything. Women are far more strategic in their choices than they will ever openly admit. Men tend to be straightforward. They know what they want and they go after it. But women operate on multiple levels at once, often saying one thing, feeling another, and acting on something deeper they don't even fully understand. And this is not manipulation. This is evolutionary psychology. Thousands of years of conditioning that has hardwired women to secure the best possible outcome for themselves and their future children. It's instinct. It runs beneath awareness. But here's what terrifies women. When men wake up to this, they stop being reactive. They stop chasing approval. They stop being confused. Instead, they become grounded, strategic, and selective. They stop waiting to be chosen and start deciding who is worth choosing. The 3 levels of female strategy. Every woman operates on 3 levels at once. Understand these, and you'll never be misled again. Level 1, what she says she wants. This is the conscious layer, the socially acceptable list. I want a man who's kind, genuine, funny. I don't care about money or status. She believes this because it aligns with her values and what she's supposed to want. Level 2, what she actually responds to. This is the behavioral layer. The truth. Despite what she says, confidence lights her up. Mystery excites her. Ambition and drive spark her curiosity. She can tell herself she wants nice, but her attraction ignites for something different. Level 3, what she's unconsciously optimizing for. This is the primal layer. The programming written into human biology. Dominance, status, security, emotional stimulation, the potential for strong children, the thrill of unpredictability. Here's the reality. Level 1 is the story. Level 2 is the evidence. Level 3 is the driver. Why this truth shifts the power dynamic. The moment a man understands this, 3 things happen. Mixed signals stop matching. She says she wants one thing but chases another. You won't be confused anymore. Rejection loses its sting. Her decision isn't a verdict on your worth. It's simply her unconscious optimization at work. You become strategic. You stop playing her game. You start playing your own. You stop chasing attention and you begin evaluating. Is she even worthy of my investment? And that terrifies women, because for centuries, the relationship game has been this. Women choose. Men compete. But when you wake up, you flip the rules. The hypergamy law. Here's the foundation stone of female attraction. Hypergamy. It's a woman's natural drive to look upward in her choice of man. Socially, financially, emotionally, physically, or intellectually. If you're beneath her, she feels nothing. If you're equal, you feel safe but dull. If you're above, attraction awakens. And once you understand this, you realize being nice or equal will never be enough. Attraction comes from elevation, from growth, from being a man she can look up to. The hidden game, female competition. Another layer men often miss. Much of what women do isn't about you at all. It's about other women. When she posts you on Instagram, it's not just about sharing love. It's about signaling to rivals that she has value. When she flirts in your presence, it's not always because she wants that man. It's to remind you and others she has options. When she casually drops names of men chasing her, it's not about jealousy. It's about advertising her market value. The moment you see this, you stop taking things personally. You stop reacting. You start watching. The emotional leverage. Here's a subtle but powerful strategy women often use. Emotional labor. They set the emotional standard. They push you to do more, share more, give more. Always moving the bar. Not necessarily to hurt you, but to ensure they remain in control of the emotional terrain. Once you see it, you stop chasing endless approval. You learn to set your own emotional boundaries. You stop being drained. the dual strategy. And here's the most controversial truth of all. Women often operate on a dual sexual strategy. One part of them is drawn to strong genes, confidence, physical presence, dominance. The other part is drawn to resources, stability, security, commitment. The ideal is both in one man. But when they can't find both, many unconsciously split the strategy. That's why some women settle for the safe provider, but secretly crave the exciting man. Why marriages lose passion. Why infidelity happens with men who, on paper, are worse. It's not rational. It's biological. The Stoic response. Once you see all this clearly, your path as a man becomes simple. Stop being what women say they want. Become what they actually respond to. Build your confidence, ambition, and independence. Set standards. Evaluate her as much as she evaluates you. Stop taking behavior personally. Start using it as information. Because the goal isn't bitterness. The goal is wisdom. Not manipulation, but mastery of yourself. Not control over women, but control over your own frame. When you stop chasing illusions, you stop stumbling in the dark. You stand firm, grounded, stoic, unshakable. If this shifted your perspective, hit like and subscribe for more raw truths about psychology, attraction, and human nature. And remember, once you see the truth, you can never unsee it. The male awakening. Once you understand the hidden psychology of women, something shifts inside you. Most men go through life blind, confused by behavior that doesn't match words, frustrated when women lose interest for no reason, and constantly chasing approval. They're stuck in what I call the illusion loop. The illusion loop looks like this. She says she wants kindness. He doubles down on being nice. She loses interest. He's confused. He tries even harder. She drifts further away. Sound familiar? That cycle destroys men because they're playing at level 1, the words, the social mask, while completely ignoring levels 2 and 3. But once you wake up, you realize something powerful. Attraction is not logical. It's biological. And instead of fighting that reality, you start working with it. The silent power shift. When a man embraces his truth, he becomes harder to manipulate. Why? Because he no longer reacts to surface behavior. Think of it like chess. The average man plays checkers, jumping impulsively, reacting to every move she makes. The awakened man plays chess. He sees 3 moves ahead. He recognizes patterns. He doesn't get baited into reacting emotionally. When she tests him with sarcasm, coldness, or mixed signals, he doesn't panic. He doesn't beg. He doesn't lash out. He simply watches, evaluates, and maintains his frame. This is what terrifies women. Not that you'll hate them, but that you'll stop being blind, that you'll stop being predictable, that you'll stop giving away your power without realizing it.